Welcome back to Moho Adventures, and in this episode you're joining us as we continue our journey through Croatia, and we're starting to head east towards the Hungarian border. It does amaze me that sometimes I come on these routes, we end up on pathways like this, and you just think, seriously?
Yeah, is this the right way? And I'm not sure.
Literally
it is.
feel like going through someone's garden.
Maybe we are.
Slow.
It doesn't feel right, does it?
It doesn't feel brilliant at the moment, no.
Oh, I'm not going down that. That's just silly.
That's too steep.
Hang on. Let me just have a look. This isn't right, is it?
Well, according to the map it is, yeah. Are you going to get back up there though?
Seriously, I'm a bit concerned about that.
But it's just whether you think you'd get back up or not.
I'm a bit concerned. We're a bit big for this, aren't we? With the help of a local guy, we managed to turn around and he showed us how to get down to the river the correct way.
Are you from our van tonight? I think that'll do.
Very nice river view, eh?
It's another hot one today. We're still at the river. Not so many people around today, but we did go and check it out last night, and we were really surprised it's so popular because it's actually a wee bit grim. It's really so silty and not particularly pleasant, and we decided that actually we don't fancy swimming in that, so we're moving on. We're trying to keep the van as cool as possible at the moment. You can possibly hear fans in the background, but what was it in here?
33.
33 in the van at the minute. It's just roasty toasty. We've just given keeping some water in the fridge for the dog to try and keep her cool. And we have to move. We have to get that air conditioning on. It's just not breathable and it's not very pleasant at all. So we're going to drive for about an hour and try and find another park up. Now the area we're in has very little options for parking up, so we may have to wing it a little bit. But we've got little else planned for the day, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, definitely need some air. We are boiling. So these are the sorts of roads our journey takes us on. Believe it or not, they are main roads, and it just takes us through some of the most beautiful communities and farm dwellings, and it's just so lovely. The speed limit is really low though. What is it? 30 kilometres an hour, a lot of it. Yeah. Which
say no these days.
Yeah, which is like 20 mile an hour. So I mean, obviously we are keeping the speed down, but 20 mile an hour on a road like this when you just don't see anyone for miles and miles. So Martin is very, very careful. It's a right scorcher today. We can't have the baby in the back, so we've got her in the front, sharing our little air conditioning. Look at her down there. Oh, she's not as happy in the front, but yeah, she needs to be cool. Not going to take any chances of her overheating. So we've got about an hour to our next park up. Hopefully some other tree covering. So there's no notification, you get told to bear right. We've still got 35 kilometres to go, so it's not like this is the route to our park up or anything, but we just find ourselves on a totally unmade road. It's just preparing us for Romania, I think. This is right. 19 kilometres till you turn off. Steady. You need to get much slower. Oh my goodness, this bone shaker road is just going on and on and on. It's terrible.
It's not good, is it? It's not a good bit of road.
It's not for any of us. So bits of it are really bad, and then bits of it are like half paved and are okay, and then they get really bad again. I see road ahead, babe. I see road ahead.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we'll do that then. We can't be asked with that 5 6 kilometres.
That was, I don't know, how long was that? 3-4 kilometres?
I don't know, it seems an awfully long way.
Long way. Yay!
This looks like a bit of a road that's been there for ages. I don't know what happened to that
I
bit.
think they just forgot to come back and finish it. Oh, back on a proper road.
Oh, it feels so smooth. It's so nice.
Did a Google search as well, and that was the only road through. It's not like even the sat nav took us the wrong way, or there was that is the only road from where we were to where we're going. So yeah, joyful, huh? What you get when you go off the tourist track. Looks like an interesting building coming up. It kind of looks a bit like a temple. Yeah, it's probably a very ornate church. Oh, it looks like it's all covered over.
It's being repaired.
Yeah. So Martin came and did some shopping in Lidl, but it is that hot today. I had to come and grab a few bits myself just so I could walk around the shop and actually feel that I could breathe. I don't know what the temperature is today, but it is so hot. I don't think I've ever experienced weather quite this warm. So yeah, back to the van, get driving again, get that air conditioning on, and yeah, get moving.
Looking in shops. Seems a funny name for your ice cream, doesn't it?
Some of these houses are amazing. It's kind of like almost the influence, but there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. It's just really like this. And another one there, these little wooden places that just look so fragile.
So you don't get to see this stuff.
No, you don't. Well, this is what we travel for. This is what we want to see. The real country. You know, how people live and the communities, and everyone's so friendly and chatty and just, yeah, really, really nice. I love Croatia. It's fun. It's very quirky. We're quite close to the Bosnia border at the moment. We are not able to cross the border. Our insurance wouldn't cover us for a few places. Bosnia, Montenegro, where else is it? Albania, Serbia. Yeah, so we couldn't go to any of those places. And we kind of altered our route. Oh, look, this one. Here we are.
Yeah,
It looks lovely.
all the roofs. Yeah,
I thought these were models, but on all the roofs.
But that great big one was.
Oh, I know. On all the roofs, there are storks and nests.
Yeah.
Wow! Look at that!
I didn't realise we were going to come through there. It was just amazing.
That's amazing!
No, up there. They say every person's got a stork more or less, or every house has got a stork.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, drive on a bit.
Yeah.
I saw it move and I just thought, oh my god, that is actually
storks. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Why here? Why in such abundance?
Because there's a big flat plain, marshland. See that one? Just landed on the roof.
Huh.
He literally just flew in.
Oh, these houses are just Living fabulous. Oh, this is superb.
Right, there's a couple coming up here behind this house.
I'll zoom in.
There's one on the, it's a nest on the roof, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one on the one next to it.
And then next door.
And then on the house, across at the back of this house, come down a little bit. See?
Oh yeah, at the back there. Where are we? There.
It is, yeah, look.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I'll just pull over. There you go past.
Oh my, look, there's a whole bunch of them in there too.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Wow. That really is quite something.
It is, isn't it? To see them that close up and so many of them.
Just yeah.
This is a Čigoč. It's probably not pronounced like that at all.
Oh my goodness. So this was a big stork.
Čigoč.
And then I just saw them on the roofs. I thought, what's going on with all these plastic stalks? And then
No, they're real.
they moved.
It's funny. It basically it's a floodplain and there's like what do you call it? Marshy land, not marshland, wetland. It's really popular for storks. They love it.
That's fantastic. Do they damage the houses?
I'm sure they do. I mean, we can't be light to have a stork on your roof, can it?
No, well, there was
especially
often,
when there's half a dozen of them
say.
crammed into a tiny nest. That's weird, isn't it?
Oh, that was really unexpected.
Yeah.
Fabulous. But lots and lots of the houses have got like bullet holes in the walls. No, not so much that one, that's just a bad window. I think we've come out of most of it now, but that was really peculiar, wasn't it?
I've noticed a lot for a few villages and places. Is it, or is it just really bad plaster job?
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
bad. This is the campsite. Hopefully they've got room for us. They don't look overly busy. So I've decided I'm doing this. It's really, really hot. I'm not complaining about the heat, but I've never experienced a heat like this before. Whenever we've gone to Spain, and like, I don't know, August or whatever, so it's been quite a dry heat, and even if it's been in the high 30s, it's been alright and quite manageable, and I mean, obviously you have to be careful and all the rest. But here, it's really humid and really muggy, isn't it? It's much like the UK. Can you imagine the UK being 36, 38 degrees? I mean, you just don't want to move. So we've got another 2 months of this yet. I'm really struggling with my hair, so I've decided I'm going to cut it. I've spoken with my hairdresser and got some tips and tricks and do's and don'ts. So
She sent you pictures.
Well, I got the pictures and sent them to her, and she's approved them, as it were. Yeah, I'm going to go for an undercut and just get the hair off the back of my neck, because this bit here is always just so hot and it's always soggy. So yeah, going to go for an undercut. The boy's got his instructions and the scissors. I'm going to let him loose. Here we go. Time to make that first cut.
What, this?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep, do it.
Right, okay. Can you see?
Not really, but go and do it.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's gone. Where is it? There's lots. Put it back.
No, I can't. It's broken. Just gonna put it there. I'll take some more off it.
That's it, they're going back now.
Yeah.
You say it's not much, but that'll be a big weight off the back of my neck.
Let's get them clippers.
Have a look at this then. Look at that.
Wow.
Gone for the undercut. It's so hot. I've been getting so sweaty. Yeah, we've gone for the undercut, and honestly, it's amazing. It's so much cooler, so much lighter, and my hair actually doesn't look any different
And so you
on
can
the surface.
pin it and
Just
have
pin
it up
back,
when
yeah.
you want.
I actually had a cold neck yesterday, which was fabulous.
So tonight's dinner is going to be really simple. It's just too hot. See if you can work out what that is. It's Croatian version of gnocchi, and that's how you'd spell it in Croatian. Gnocchi.
Under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
So we're just about to leave our site. We've got a bit of a longer journey today. Boo's back in the back of the van. Dad's put on the air conditioning for her this morning, so she's nice and cool back there. It's been an okay park up, okay 2 days.
Downtime in the sweaty heat.
Yeah, so it's just so hot at the minute. We're very concerned about just keeping us cool and Boo cool, really. We're off now to hopefully is it a lakeside park up?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 2 hours, so yeah, off we go.
Yeah, it says an hour 40, but you know it's cool.
It'll be 2
It'll
hours.
take 2 hours, won't it? Google Maps says an hour and a quarter, and that one says 140.
It'll be 2.
It'll be 2. You know what the Croatian lanes are like.
Always wanted to see fields of sunflowers, and here they are. So beautiful.
And hold on the sun.
The landscape's changing again. The houses are closer together. We are now very rural, very sort of lots and
After
lots of
300
farmland.
meters, turn right.
Lots of farmland. Street lights are on a string in the middle of the road. One way of saving some money. Just a rest stop at this beautiful lake, and now we're continuing on to our destination for the evening, which is just outside
Čigoč.
Čigoč, which is kind of quite near the border of Hungary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far away. Yeah.
So it's about another hour's drive. It's currently 6:30 in the evening. So yeah, hopefully going to get a little bit cooler very soon. And it's a beautiful lake, but the space that we found was right outside a restaurant, which we had no plans to go to. And there was also camping sign, but we didn't understand it, so we chickened out of that one. Let me turn this around quickly. How gorgeous is that lake? Probably looks nothing on the camera. Trees.
exciting when I was shopping today, and I picked up some unknown cake. I just liked the look of it and thought, well, I'll try that. So this is it, mostly because it was reduced, but there you go. Pita od Jabuka. I had no idea what it was, but I thought, well, how bad can it be? It looks like pastry with a sort of filling in it, and I thought it was like a, I don't know, a fruit filling.
Pastry's really soft.
The pastry, yeah, pastry's
Almost like damp.
Pastry's damp and soft, and that filling is apple with loads of cinnamon in it, so it's quite punchy. I really like it, but of course Tash doesn't like it, so that means, hey, more for me.
So we're about half hour away from last night's site, and we've clearly sort of entered a different region. It just looks very different, tree lined. This is wine country, isn't it?
Apparently so.
Yeah, it does look quite different. So the site that we're hoping to stay on is actually run by an Englishman, apparently. He has his own vineyard, so we'll see if they've got space. It'd be good to chat to someone English. It's been quite a long time. The thing I love about these places is you've got some places that are done up and look really nice, and they're right next door to a right old shack. Yeah, it's quite funny.
So I'm just setting up on the campsite we've just pulled onto, and yeah, I just went to plug in the electric, and they don't have the same level of concern over waterproofness and stuff that we do perhaps in the UK. So rather than this sort of 3-point connector that you typically get, you have to just plug in a 2-pin under a flap. This is quite common in Croatia. They seem to be not too worried about it. That's probably because it hardly ever rains, but yeah, we've had quite a few storms whilst we've been here, so you do have to sort of think about it, and if it looks like it's going to pee down, make sure it's all plugged in nice and safely. Yeah, something else to be aware of if you come to Croatia. It's worth having a 2-pin adapter for your standard 3-pin.
I think we hit jackpot with our site this time. So essentially, once again, it's someone's back garden. Very nice. You can't really see the house, but that's the house there. And there's a little lake here, a pool over there. Not yet established if we're able to use it. Down here there's loads of land for tents, etc. And then right at the bottom there's a little playground, and you've got room for electric hookup there as well. A lovely big area. Looks like we're going to get a bit of noise from there. It's the first lorry I've heard go past, so it's probably about as noisy as it'll get. There's all sorts of noises coming from this lake, so I think there's quite a variety of wildlife in there, which I'll hopefully explore later. We're the only ones here. Now this is us, all set up, and we're here for 2 nights. There is a restaurant 500 metres away, so we may pop along there later. It depends if it cools down or not. It's exceptionally hot. And then just over right in the distance you can see yet another sunflower field. They're everywhere. Oh yeah, pretty happy with us. This heat wipes us all out. Nice to see she's on her cool mat relaxing. She's so cute. Hello!
Hello.
We are mounting. You can probably hear the air conditioning unit whirring in the background because it has been so hot. We're very grateful for being on hookup at the moment. I just went out to clear up some things from outside and it is so humid. Currently, what time are we? 8:30? thereabouts.
Yeah, half past 8.
About 8:30 in the evening. We've actually not achieved anything. Every time either of us try and do something, it's just too hot and we crashed.
Yeah,
We've tried to do work, we've tried to do all sorts of different stuff, but it's just been so warm. Tonight's our last night in Croatia, which is very sad. But we have reservations for 2 nights on a pitch in Hungary. And it's a little campsite with a bit of a difference. So we'll see what that's like when we get there. And yeah, we've got a swimming pool to use, which will make a massive difference. I think that's been a big problem, just not being able to cool off properly. So yeah, not a lot to report other than the fact that we're not doing a lot.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Well, yeah, in here we're chilling. We're only
feels alright in here now.
We're only having the air conditioning on in the evenings, just because obviously it is really juicy on the electric. So we're sitting out in the day under the awning in the shade, and then retreating in here, chilling for the evening. And yeah, the AC is a bit loud to have on overnight, so we just chill it down and turn it off in the hope of a good night's sleep.
Get the van as cold as you can before you go to bed. Basically.
Yeah, it was 16 last night, wasn't it? That was cold last night, and I was like, it's a bit too cold, it's a bit uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't care.
No.
I'll be praying for this tomorrow.
As soon as you turn it off, the heat from the walls of the van starts warming it up again. So.
It does.
Yeah.
So yeah, until tomorrow, hopefully we'll have something a bit more exciting to report.
You know, the overnight temperature tonight is only going to go down to 23.
23 overnight. It's
a bit warm.
Well, we've been temperatures of 21 have been about average. It is a bit warmer than it has been.
Yeah, 19 to 21 overnight.
It's just bonkers. The evening temperatures are like UK
Daytime.
summer highs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Trust us to come to Europe when they have a heat wave. But at least in Hungary we can retreat back up to the mountains again if we need to.
Not in Hungary.
Not in Hungary. Or was
So
that Romania? Oh, okay, Romania.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe we just have to make sure we find places with pools in Hungary.
So we're going to live on campsites until it cools down.
I don't think we've got a lot of choice, to be honest.
No, it's only going to be another 4 to 5 days, I think.
Yeah, and I think once we get into Romania,
3 to 4 days.
Romania and Bulgaria, even if we do need campsites, they're going to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we've completely blown our budget for this trip. I think we've stopped counting now.
I don't know, it's probably not that bad.
I mean, fuel is a lot cheaper, food goes up and down, camping prices are always sky high, but yeah, but we're not spending money on anything else.
No, exactly, not really, not since Slovenia.
No.
Been quite tight since then.
Well, yeah. So we're not paying money on activities, we're not going out for coffees and drinks and food or anything like that. So, yeah, well, we'll just see. Thank you for joining us for yet another adventurous week. I hope you've enjoyed our video, and join us again next week when we cross over the border to Hungary for more adventures. Don't miss the next video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.